Alright guys, welcome back to British Columbia. So, I'm a little bit farther south than I was when I went to Revelstoke. I'm staying in Premier Lake, or at the Premier Lake campground tonight and tomorrow night. And I'm checking out some of this kind of southern interior BC. So, it's going to be kind of interesting. I didn't even try to shoot anything or really do anything on the drive out, because I decided to leave a little like 10 o'clock this morning, so that I'd have a nice relaxing day. I got out here, went for a nice kayak on the lake, had a nice steak dinner. It's been good so far. I really wanted to just kind of relax this trip because I feel like I've been a little bit high strung. I think kind of the problem when I was in Revelstoke was I was a little bit high strung, so I didn't really, because I wanted to do so much, I didn't actually do as much. So my goal here is to just kind of go with the flow. I've got a few areas picked out that I want to get it to at like key times. So for tonight, for sunset, I'm heading over to Rock Bluff Lakes. So this is Rock Bluff Lake, Quartz Lake, whatever you want to call it. And it looks like I'm gonna have it all to myself, and I don't know why the exposure just dropped on the camera, but we're just gonna go with it like it is. I'm just skirting around the side of the lake for now, hoping that I can find something interesting. I mean, I've found a few good shots already. I just want to see if there's anything else. Plus, I got a little while. I think I got about an hour till sunset. Alright guys, so I'm over on that little island now. I wasn't going to come over here because it didn't look like I would be able to, but I found a little shallow spot, and while I was sitting waiting for a time lapse to shoot on the Canon, I got kind of bored and decided to just take my boots off and cross over. It's not that much different of a view. I don't know, 3 meters farther out into the lake, and it didn't really change the view much. I haven't looked back there quite yet. I've just been kind of looking down in the same direction I was heading before. And I mean, it's a cool area. There's this really interesting feature in the water where it goes from like all this loose shale to this like really lime green colored rock, and then it goes just black in the water. I was trying to capture it, but even with the polarizer, I can't seem to cut through the surface of the water here. So I'm gonna keep trying for it because I think it would make for some really cool foreground interest, and would be something other than a reflection to shoot with water. So I'm gonna keep trying for it, but yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing. Alright, so I'm gonna ditch my spot on this island here, just because I don't think that this composition is too worth waiting for, but I know that over where the trail starts, there is a very good shot. At least if my brain is remembering correctly what was back there, the shot looks pretty good when you had this island as part of it, as kind of a focal point. So I'm gonna start making my way back and hope for the best. We're starting to get into the coloring now. Gonna start wandering back and just hope that what I'm remembering was back there is actually a good shot. Alright guys, so I'm gonna have to call it here. As you can see behind me, there's some cool color coming in, but I gotta get my butt in gear because there's a nasty thunderstorm coming along with that beautiful coloring. So I'm gonna try and get out of here as soon as possible. But yeah, stopped and got some quick shots on the way back across the lake. I got to one of those points that I thought looked pretty cool. Got the shots, but then that's when the thunder started and I had to start moving quicker because I don't feel like being out in a thunderstorm tonight. Outside of my tent, at least. Fun part is I got to go back to the campground and be in a tent in a thunderstorm, which is always a good time, but yeah. And as much as I know that storm clouds make for amazing photography, like I said, I'm staying in a tent, so I got no way to dry myself off. And as we learned last week up at Mystic Valley, you don't want to get wet because then it sucks. And yeah, so gonna make my way back. If I make it back during blue hour, I might just stop by Premier Lake and see what it looks like if the rain hasn't started yet. But other than that, I'm gonna end this video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed Quartz Lake or Rockwall Lake, whatever it is. Got some interesting images, I think, so we'll have to see how they turn out. Oh yeah, one more thing. I nearly wet myself on the way back in because there was this bloody snake. Pretty sure it was just a garter snake, but it came out of nowhere. And I don't do snakes. I can deal with pretty much anything but snakes. Snakes and spiders. I guess that's two pretty common fears, but yeah, no, it was gross. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.